Hi, this is Chase DeYoung, pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I just want to welcome you to the Pony League World Series here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Best of luck to all you competitors this week. Play hard, play with integrity, and pull for each other. Best of luck.
Welcome to Lou Hayes Pony Field in Washington, Pennsylvania, as play continues at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. For the introduction of today's lineups, we send it upstairs to public address announcer Bob Gregg.
Batting second and pitching, number 17, Aaron Spearman. Batting third, playing third base, number 28, Ben Kormanski. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 36, Aaron Bowers. Batting fifth and catching, number 31, Lucas Olexa. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 10, Connor Jones. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 6, Justin Wysong. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 7, Anthony Grippo. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 45, Adam Ratkowski. Number 13, Gage Rudick. Number 19, Colin Dinyar. Number 22, Jack Wessner. Coach Matt Spearman. Coach Eric Dinyar. The manager, Brian Olexa. Host area champion, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And now for Manchester, the home team in our game today. Leading off, playing center field, number 97, Adam Lafond. Batting second and playing third base, number 42, Dylan Gaudette. Batting third, the first baseman, number 12, Ryan Dutton. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 21, Noah Durham. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 11, Maddox Turk. Batting sixth and pitching, number 19, Logan Whitney. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 33, Jaden Bosquet. Batting eighth and catching, number 2, Carter Crowley. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 1, Henry Dubois. Number 0, Nate Kaya. Number 7, Isaiah Solis. Number 8, Alex St. Hilaire. Number 15, Landon Frangelo. Number 20, Wilson Zola. Number 23, Nick Dale. Coach Norm Lafond. Coach Vinny Solis. Manager Micah Durham. East Zone champion, Manchester, New Hampshire. Umpiring at home plate, Dan Yost. At first base, John Hauer. At second base, Paul Hess. And at third base, Ron Ross. Decisions Committee, Linford Lynch, Terry Faust, Tom O'Connor.
At this time, we ask that you all rise for the Pony Prayer and our national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your hats. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or questionability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, and to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
We want to send along our best wishes to all of you that are with us on the broadcast today, particularly those of you in Washington County and in the great state of New Hampshire, the Granite State, listening to the coverage of this game. The first time ever that a team from New Hampshire has been to the Pony League World Series from Manchester, New Hampshire. And best wishes to all the good folks who are tuned in the Johnstown area. Randy Gore, 10-inning ball game last night, a 1-0 Brownsville win.
Yeah, an exciting way to kick off the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, and to do so with a walk-off of any fashion is always terrific. And for Brownsville, Texas, it came on a squeeze bunt by Jai Arenas to plate the game-winning run. And runs were obviously hard to come by with that 1-0 victory. Outstanding pitching as Brownsville, Texas hurlers struck out 24 along the way. And Brownsville, Texas, as you can see, has punched its ticket to Sunday's 2:30 p.m. contest. They'll await the winner of this one between Johnstown, PA, and Manchester, New Hampshire. Lou Hayes Pony Field here at Washington Park. The dimensions, 54 feet, pitcher's mound to home plate. 80 feet in between the bases, 250 down the lines, and 305 to straightaway center field.
And keep in mind, because of the height of the home run wall, where there are, I cannot remember ever seeing a book rule double in this ballpark. Well, let's hope that we'll get good weather for the day. Manchester, the home team, as designated well before the tournament, 75 degrees, cloudy skies indeed, and praying that the inclement weather will stay away. For Manchester, on the mound, Logan Whitney, and facing the batting order of Johnstown that will feature Chase Williamson, the pitcher Aaron Spearman in the #2 spot, Kormanski. You heard Bob Gregg give you these starting lineups, but let us go over them again. Bowers, Alexa, Jones, Wysong, Grippo, and Ratkowski. The winner of this game between Johnstown and Manchester will play Brownsville tomorrow at 2:30. The loser will play San Jose at noon as Chase Williamson gets ready to stand in. And Brian Olekska is the manager of the team defensively. Bosquet in left, Lafond in center, Durham the right fielder, Gaudette at third, Dubois the shortstop, Turk at second, Dutton at first, Crowley catching, Logan Whitney. Brian Olekska, the manager of Johnstown. He is a defense contractor for Open Systems Tech. And number 35, Chase Williamson, strides to the plate. We had a rather long-haired right-hander do an extremely impressive job last night for San Jose. And the long-haired right-hander, Whitney for Manchester, and we are underway. Get started at 12:09. Williamson over the mound, shortstop Dubois, and out at first on the second pitch of the game. Well done by shortstop Dubois. Certainly an easier play with that shortstop cutting across the infield. Now the right-handed batter, Aaron Spearman. Spearman, his dad Matt is coaching first. Fly ball into right center field, drops at the base of the wall, and Spearman on the third pitch of the game doubles to right center field. So early in this ball game, after the ground out, and then Lafond, the center fielder, getting it back in. Good piece of hitting here. Pitch away, drive it away.
So we're good, thank you.
And brings up left-handed batter Ben Kormanski. Whitney. Pitch high and outside. Johnstown traveled to Washington, Pennsylvania 3 consecutive years, 2014, 2015, 2016. This is Johnstown's 10th appearance in the Pony League World Series. Runner at second, 1 out. Strike called on the inside corner, 2-1. The players from Johnstown, they come from Windber, Alum Bank, Mount Pleasant, Broad Top, Sidman, Altoona, Davidsville, Saxton, Elton, Martinsburg. All excited about this opportunity to play in the Pony League World Series. Let's see, we said hello to New Hampshire and to Johnstown, Washington County. Hello to Indiana, PA. 2-2 pitch. And a full count on this left-handed batter, Kormanski. 1 out runner at second base. Almost pitch up and apparently above the strike zone. Line shot left field. Over the head of the left fielder. Around third comes Spearman. Back-to-back doubles and a 1-0 Johnstown lead. Well, I thought for a minute the left fielder Bosquet was perfectly positioned, but instinctively he took a step in and then had to track it down. So we had the right-handed batter Spearman go the opposite way. The left-handed batter Kormanski does the same thing. And it brings up Aaron Bowers, left-handed batter. And ball 1 on a pitch down. Williamson, Kormanski, Bowers occupying spots 1, 3, and 4 respectively. They are the 3 left-handed batters in this lineup. Everybody else is a right-handed batter with the exception of John Westner, who is a switch hitter. Johnstown coach Eric Dinier, who played pro ball. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. Strike called on the outside corner. 1-0, Johnstown leads. How about that, folks? We waited a long time to get the first run of the tournament. Came in the 10th inning, and then the first inning today. We get run number 2. One ball, 2 strikes on Bowers. Runner at second, a run in, 1 out. Foul ball. Full day of activities. We had the Champions game earlier today. All of the teams here to help participate and help with the challenge youngsters that look forward so much to coming out and playing on the field, the Lou Hoyes Pony Field. And short Bowers turns his front shoulder out of the way of a pitch. This left-handed batter now faced with a count of 2-2. Shortstop Dubois right in behind the runners. Kormanski at second base. Bouncer foul of third, down by Brian Oleska, the head coach of Johnstown. Brian Oleska, his son Lucas in the on-deck circle. Ooh, just off the plate. And catcher Crowley holding the glove in a spot for a long time, and then even turned his head back to confer with the home plate umpire. 1-0. Johnstown leads Manchester. Top of the first inning. Ball 4 down and in. And now the right-handed catcher, Alexa. And a quick conference here with Crowley going out to talk to his pitcher, Whitney.
A major threat early here in this game, and as you mentioned just a bit ago, Lanny, 1-0 game last night. It took us to 10 innings to get that. 1-0 game's hard to come by here at the Pony League World Series.
Yeah, last time it happened was back in 2006 and involved Brownsville losing to Tokyo, or West Tokyo, I think it was.
Yes.
1 ball, no strikes. And we've got bright sunshine. Ball goes back to the screen and a pitch away, and a wild pitch. Kormanski to third. And Bowers to second. We played 10 innings last night. There were a lot of strikeouts. There were very few base on balls. And I think only one wild pitch. Runners at second and third, and Manchester's going to play its infield back with the exception of first baseman Dutton. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and a strike on Alexa. Lucas, Brian Alexa's son. Brian's wife is Kimberly. Shot right field line, base hit. Kormanski scores 2-0 Johnstown. Bowers around third. He scores safely, throwing to second base. Alexa in safely at second. 2-run double and a 3-0 Johnstown lead. And it brings up Connor Jones. Turned out to be a somewhat close play at second base. Right fielder Durham did a good job of getting it in. And Alexa went into second standing up. As I say, it was a close play at second base. Swing and a miss by Jones. Johnstown out in front, 3-0 in the top of the first. One strike pitch. Fly ball and a foul ball off to the right and well out of play. Keep in mind that the limit for a pitcher on a calendar day, 95 pitches. And it is something, the pitch count most important to regulate for the managers of these teams as they think about how do they map things out should they need 1 or 2 of their better pitchers to be able to come back later in the tournament. Championship game being Wednesday night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. San Jose, that young man with the flowing locks, for those of you watching on the stream, that is Zach Kuntz. What a great job he did last night. Strike called outside corner. Strikeout for Connor Jones. First strikeout of the game for Whitney. 3-0 Johnstown leads, top of the first. Justin Wysong, second baseman, with a swing and a miss. Wysong, who will be a 9th grader in the fall at Chestnut Ridge High School. Young man who not only plays baseball, but also a wide receiver, cornerback on the football team, and a basketball player. Now the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Wysong. Logan Whitney ready. 1-1 pitch. A ball outside. Ball trickled about 3 feet away from catcher Crowley, but no attempt by Alexa to attempt to advance 80 feet. Two-one pitch. Ground ball to third. Gaudette throw across to Dutton. for Johnstown. In the top of the first inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. All 3 were doubles, and 1 left on base after a half inning. Johnstown 3, and Manchester coming to bat.
Cancer is personal. That's why we go molecular. By uncovering the changes in a patient's DNA, AHN doctors can find the cause of cancer and make a plan for how best to fight it. This type of analysis can only happen at a state-of-the-art genomic center. And you can find just that at AHN.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Duncan, by Westbanco, by Allegheny Health Network, and by Slovenian Savings and Loan.
Johnstown has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. First time ever for New Hampshire. And Adam Lafond, one of the 2 left-handed batters in the lineup, his dad, one of the coaches. Gaudet Dutton, Noah Durham in the 4th spot of the order, son of the manager of Manchester. With Maddox Turk batting 5th, the pitcher Whitley 6th, Bosquet hitting 7th, Crowley 8th, and Crowley's the other left-handed batter in the lineup, and Henry Dubois batting 9th and playing shortstop, with Aaron Spearman on the mound, number 17, wearing Bob Walk's number, my former broadcast partner. And backed up by Grippo in left, Williamson in center, Ratkowski in right, Kormanski at third, Jones at short, Wysong at second, Bowers at first, Alexa catching Spearman. Boy, does that sunshine feel good. Got a little bit of blue sky as well. Shining, shimmering, splendid. And the left-handed batter, Lafond, takes a strike. Hey, Bill Chapo is our producer at our flagship station, WJPA. The video coming from Pikewood Creative. Oh, 1 pitch, a ball. Lafond, who won the fastest runner competition yesterday. And sliding the hand up the bat handle, then pulled the bat back and takes a strike. 1-2 on Lafond. 3-0 Johnstown leads. Pitch a ball, 2-2. Manchester bust into Washington County the other day. About a 10-hour bus ride, swing and a miss. And Lafond, the first out of the bottom of the first inning. The Manchester team getting into town in time to take part in the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League Fan Fest on Thursday night. And now Dylan Gaudet, third baseman, right-handed batter. 3-0 Johnstown leads. And the pitch is down low, ball 1. Gaudet plays basketball. He's from New Boston, New Hampshire. Going to be a 9th grader at Goffstown High School in the fall. And the 2-0 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Jones Gets that batted ball near second base. 2 outs. Randy Gore, you're the color analyst, so let me see. Help me with this. We got the dark blue for Manchester with the white pants. What would you call that? Is that a cream color jersey that
I would
Johnstown
say
is
Vegas
wearing?
gold.
What would you call it?
Vegas gold.
Vegas gold. I like that better. That's better than cream.
Or also known as old gold as well.
Okay. Well, you're the color analyst, so that's
right. That's what I'm here for.
That's your job. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Ball 1 to Ryan Dutton. 3-0. The old gold Johnstown team leading. Ball fouled away, and the count 1-1 strike at Lou Hayes Pony Field. Never had a chance to visit this property. Please do so. It is a quaint facility. It is a perfect facility for showcasing the top 13 and 14-year-olds of the world. Ground ball to second base. Wysong moving to his left. Up with a throw into Bowers, and pitcher Aaron Spearman enjoys a 1-2-3 bottom of the first at the end of 1 in the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Johnstown 3 and Manchester 0.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Unlock your story and find the power to do amazing things. California University of Pennsylvania gives you the keys to unlock your passions, your abilities, your dreams. With over 100 undergraduate and graduate programs and degrees, Cal U will help you shape your story today, tomorrow, and beyond. Unlock your story. Learn more at calu.edu.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone from Cricket.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
Everything you want, including the price.
I've been a customer with Community Bank for more than 25 years now. During that time, we've developed a long-lasting relationship with our loan officers. What I like best is I'm not a number to them. I'm a friend and a partner. Community Bank, moving my business forward by building a stronger community.
Earlier today, I mentioned that we had the Champions game, and all of the teams were here to lend their support and cheer on the young boys and girls who look forward to this opportunity. How about Donald? He had the crowd revved up, and then he hit a drive to right field. And as the gunner would say, you could kiss it goodbye. Great Abe Key, president of Pony League, saying earlier to us that it's one of his favorite events of the tournament, the Champions game. Anthony Grippo to lead off the second. Johnstown has a 3-0 lead. Kormanski RBI double. Alexa 2-run double. We've got, for those of you that are watching the video stream, MLB.com, pitch count up in the upper left-hand corner. Ground ball to the right side on the first pitch of the second inning. Second baseman Turk on to Dutton, one away.
And pitch count so very important. You noted earlier, 95 is the pitch count that you can have in a given day. We saw Zach Kuntz of San Jose, California meet that mark yesterday. And Brownsville, Texas, very carefully watching pitch counts of their 3 hurlers as well.
Ball fouled away by Ratkowski, right-handed batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 Johnstown leads. And a called strike 0-2 Ratkowski, who happens to share a birthday with me.
Oh, wow.
March 23rd for this young man, who will be a 9th grader at Bishop McCourt in the fall. Ooh! And hit. Left arm, left shoulder, hit batsman on an 0-2 pitch. So Ratkowski's aboard. Ratkowski, by the way, his dad is an orthodontist. That won't help him here. Though I guess it's fair to say his dad got some medical experience, right? Top of the order for Williamson. Grounded out his first time up. Ball game in the second inning. It is 3-0 Johnstown. And a foul ball past the third base coach, Brian Olexa. Olexa, his wife Kimberly, is a foundations coordinator at Medical Center in Windber. And they have 2 sons, Nathan, who is, I believe, 12 years old, and their son who is not only in the lineup for Johnstown today, but has contributed a 2-run double. Ground ball to third. Gaudet, the throw to second to Turk for 1. The throw to first not in time. So Ratkowski forced out at second as Williamson bounces into the force play. 2 outs, top of the second inning. 3-0 Johnstown lead, and here's Aaron Spearman, who doubled and scored in the first inning. Spearman from Altoona, Pennsylvania. And pops one first base line, foul territory, and caught by first baseman Dutton. So Johnstown, second inning, no runs, no hits, 1 left on. Middle of the second inning, Johnstown 3, Manchester nothing.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
At Washington Honda, taking care of our customers is our top priority. Now more than ever, we're working hard to keep you and our associates healthy and safe. Whether you shop online or on the lot, we'll deliver your new car to your front door at no extra fee. It's just one more way we're keeping your best interests in mind. The vehicle you want from the dealership you trust, Washington Honda. It really is all at the mall.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Community Bank, by Marthinson and Silvetti Insurance Group, and by Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania.
Bottom of the second, Manchester coming up. By the way, I may have inadvertently called Dylan Gaudet. It is Gaudet, so my apology. We all work very hard to make sure that we get the pronunciations right. And speaking of pronouncing names, Bob Gregg, who is at the microphone, a public address announcer, what a great job he does. And Ron Faust, one of the great basketball coaches of Western Pennsylvania, in his throne. And first pitch to Noah Durham, ball 1. Ron Faust, the official scorer. Ball fouled back, 1-1. And Noah Durham, his dad Micah is the head coach. Micah, who coaches third as the head coach, works for a company that is headquartered in Switzerland. And this company from Switzerland, their North American headquarters is in Manchester. Ball fouled way off to the right side, and the count 1-2 Noah's dad, Micah, and Noah's mom is Michelle. 1-2 pitch from Spearman, and that ball off the romper room. Second hit batsman of the game, 1 on each side. Durham has to be a bull about taking this pitch. I know, turn the other cheek, I got it. Here's Maddox Turk now. Second baseman. Runner at first base runner for Manchester. Johnstown leads 3-0. And a pitch low and outside. I was talking about Micah Durham a moment ago, the manager, his wife Michelle, office manager for the athletic department for Southern New Hampshire University. 1-ball pitch, fastball inside 2-0. Maddox Turk will be a 9th grader at Goffstown High School in the fall. Second baseman, one on, nobody out, as Durham is being held on by Bowers. 2-0 pitch, strike call to the outside corner.
Turk, he is nicknamed Smiley, is typically always has a smile on his face. Keeps an even keel.
2-1 pitch. Line drive foul ball between first base and first base coach Norm Lafond. Norm Lafond and Vinny Solis share the coaching duties. Norm is a meat cutter. Norm Lafond, a meat cutter for Great New Hampshire Restaurant. Foul ball out of play on a pitch that was up. Might have been ball 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the Turk. (3-0) Johnstown leads. In this second game of the Pony League World Series, the winner of this game will play Brownsville at 2:30 tomorrow. Runner going. Ground ball to first. Unassisted play by Bowers at first base as Durham advances 80 feet to second. That might have been a double play ball had it not been for the runner going. Would have been, I think, a reverse double play shot there.
Yeah, with the runner in motion, took the double play out of the hands of Aaron Bowers, or excuse me, of Ryan Dutton over there at first base.
Now Logan Whitney, the pitcher and number 6 batter. 3-0 Johnstown leads, and a swing and a miss, though it really wasn't much of a swing as Whitney got tied up by the pitch. Right-hander Spearman checks the runner at second and now steps off the rubber. For Logan Whitney, he's from Nottingham, and in the fall he'll be a 9th grader at Trinity High School. Also quarterback linebacker on the football team. Pitch low and out, low and inside, and the count 1-1. I mentioned the winner's going to play Brownsville tomorrow. The loser of this game will play San Jose. It's a double elimination tournament. So there will be, there's a swing and a miss up high. By Sunday afternoon, we'll have a couple of teams eliminated. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Whitney. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Out number 2, strikeout number 2 for Aaron Spearman. By Sunday night, by the way, we'll have our first 2 teams eliminated. One elimination game is at noon on Sunday, the other is at 5:30 on Sunday. And now Jaden Bosquet, right-handed batter, left fielder. Fouled back, had a chance to spend a little time with Jaden's mom and dad earlier today. Jaden's dad, Darren, is a respiratory therapist. And this young man from Amherst takes a pitch in the dirt, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-0 Johnstown in front. Spearman checking the runner at second. 1-1 pitch. Back to the screen, a pitch that was inside, and the hitter Bosquet had to duck out of the way of the pitch, and on that ball that goes back to the padding, Durham moves to third. Durham, who was hit earlier in this inning, And unfortunately, Bosquet was able to get out of the way of that pitch. Called strike, and the count 2-2 on Bosquet. Catcher Alexa bluffed the throw to third. Swing and a miss. Bosquet the third out of the second. No runs, no hits. Hit batsman, one left on base. After 2 innings of play, Johnstown 3, Manchester nothing.
The batters stood in wonder there on that fateful day, gazing at the legend-making tools that were displayed. Practice swings, they're taking more than their fair share. Human skin bound to alloy, slicing through the air. They've had their ups and downs, their Ks and their home runs. Scars across the barrel tell tales of jobs well done. Now as he steps to the plate, there's a fire in his eyes. For with this mighty bat in hand,
you can kiss this ball goodbye.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
After 2 for Johnstown, 0-0-0 for Manchester. Thursday night, we all got together. Randy and I were there to have an opportunity to talk to the players. I believe we had 6 of the 8 teams were able to get in. Unfortunately, Brownsville and San Jose had some travel issues, didn't make it out to the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series Fan Fest, but a good time was had by all. And I took my grandson to dinner after that. All right, ready for the top of the third. Here's Randy Gore.
Thank you so much, Lanny. And leading off the top of the third is Ben Kormanski for Johnstown. And first pitch a strike from Logan Whitney. And a ground ball on the right side of the infield, juggled by Maddox Turk. It'll have no play. And a leadoff base runner for Johnstown, Kormanski, is on for the second time today. As the left-handed hitter pulling one on the right side, and to his left, Maddox Turk got to it but juggled it away. A leadoff error as Kormanski aboard. That is the first error of the day for either side. 3 runs on 3 hits and an error for Johnstown. No runs on no hits and no errors for Manchester. Is a foul ball down the left field side. It will drop in play, but one hops the fence in foul territory. Aaron Bowers, who walked in the first inning, part of a 3-run first for Johnstown. That 3-run first involving 3 doubles. Aaron Spearman, Ben Kormanski, and also Lucas Alexa. Now we have a balk. Ben Kormanski, after reaching on the error, now advances to second on a balk by Logan Whitney. Whitney, the right-handed pitcher, a little frustrated after that. Typically very calm on the mound, doesn't let much rattle him, but something did there. We'll see if he can bounce back here in this third inning. A speed pitch misses the zone, narrowly away. As Whitney, with the long brown hair, picks up his cap and will don that cap once more as on the lead-in. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Left-handed hitting Aaron Bowers goes after it, comes up empty. Now 1-2. 3-0 Johnstown, PA leading Manchester, New Hampshire. Johnstown appearing in the Pony League World Series for the 10th time overall and first time since 2016. All 10 of those appearances have come since 2005. 1-2 pitch. Low and in. Pump fake. Now they've got the runner hung up between second and third. Catcher Crowley throws the third. Gaudet applies the tag and the out recorded. So Kormanski reached on an air, advanced the second on a buck, but he is thrown out. Crowley to Gaudet is properly making the right play. Crowley running that ball out toward the base runner, and then once the runner commits, he throws on to third. And great tag laid down in front of the slide, right there in on the cleats. And the first out of the inning recorded. 2-2 the count on Bowers. Next pitch misses for ball 3. So that has taken the wind out of the sails of this Johnstown inning for a moment at least. Payoff pitch. Fly ball and foul ball slicing out of play down the left field side. So out on that caught stealing was 2-5 to retire Kormanski. Bowers battling with the 3-2 count. Logan Whitney, we told you he stays calm on the mound, so despite the error in Bach, defense picking things up to get the inning's first out. Tapper foul behind home plate. Count will remain the same. Logan Whitney, fastball at 75 miles per hour. That's at 60 feet away. Curveball, change, and slider, so 4 pitches in his arsenal. At 50 pitches unofficially. 3-2 is high, ball 4. That is the second walk issued by Logan Whitney. Both have been issued to Aaron Bowers, so he's aboard for the second time. Is missing way up high to Bowers. And Johnstown on top 3-0, trying to add on to the lead. Lucas Olexa was able to tack on a pair in the first inning with a 2-run double. And he takes low and away for ball 1. Olexa, the son of the manager, Brian Olexa. From the stretch, pitch to the plate by Whitney is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Brian Olexa, the dad of Lucas, played football in college at the University of Pittsburgh, played for Walt Harris, who was the head coach at the time at Pitt. From 1997 through 2001, did Brian Olexa play at the University of Pittsburgh, was a walk-on free safety. Next pitch of ball now 2-0 to Lucas Olexa, as Whitney missed inside. And if you measure up the time frame of when Brian Olexa played at Pitt, that meant he was on the team for the last game at Pitt Stadium. 3-0 out of the zone for ball 4. So the pitch did get away, but it is ball 4, so back-to-back free passes. Olexa on in front of Connor Jones. Bowers at second. 2-on-1 out. Johnstown leading 3-0 and threatening for more. Connor Jones struck out looking in the first inning. And he hits a slow roller towards second. Turk in on it, tries to apply the tag on the runner, which he does, but airmails the throw to first base. In to score from third is Bowers, and it's 4-0 Johnstown. So that ground ball to Turk, he gets the tag down on the runner, Olexa, attempting to go from first to second, but trying to get the double play. Turk throws it away at first base. That allows Bowers to come in for the game's 4th run for Johnstown. So the errant throw by Turk, second error of the inning. And a pitch outside for a ball on Justin Wysong. Wysong grounded out in the first inning, 5-3. .1-0 pitch. Ball popped up out of play. So the tag attempt, which was successful by Turk on Olexa, that accounted for the inning's second out. And trying to turn the double play. And again, Turk tossed it over the head of first baseman Ryan Dutton. So trying to settle this inning down, Carter Crowley, the catcher, comes out to talk with Whitney. Third baseman Dylan Gaudet joins in on the conversation for Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester making its first appearance in the Pony League World Series. Also the first appearance by any team from the Granite State. From the stretch, Whitney, long pause, and the 1-1 is upstairs for a ball. Jones at first after reaching on the fielder's choice. Again, it was the errant throw, bringing Bowers home. 2-1. Fly ball on a line to center field. That's going to drop on a hop in front of Adam Lafond. And the first hit of the inning goes to Justin Wysong. And 2 aboard with 2 outs. Hit on a straight line into center. Nothing much that Adam Lafond could do other than to play it on the hop. So 2 aboard in front of Anthony Grippo. He's 0 for 1, grounded out 4-3 in the second inning. And Manchester, New Hampshire with Logan Whitney running into some trouble again in this third inning. They'll get the bullpen up as a right-hander begins to loosen. And that is Nate Kaya down in that direction. Chopper off the bat of Grippo to second. Turk handles, throws the first to end the inning. But 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 walks, 2 left aboard, and your score after 2.5. It's Johnstown, Pennsylvania 4, Manchester, New Hampshire nothing.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Treat yourself to a world-class experience at John Sisson Motors, where you are the VIP. John Sisson Motors has something for everyone. New Mercedes-Benz, new Nissan, pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and retired courtesy vehicles, plus exceptional service. Everyone's got a number at John Sisson Motors. We have your number that will get you into a new or certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz or Nissan. No matter what your number is, John Sisson Motors has it on your new car.
I got my number.
Find your number at johnsissonmercedes.com.
One more. One more.
One more, please. One more, guys. One more. Set, up.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Oh, one more.
Wow!
And welcome back to Lou Hayes Pony Field at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Johnstown, 3 runs in the first, 1 in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Manchester, New Hampshire will send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate against Aaron Spearman. And Spearman was given a nickname growing up, nicknamed Smalls, at 8 years old by one of his youth coaches. Is a bunt laid down by Crowley, fielded by Spearman, but he slips up to his feet, throw to first, just in time to get Crowley, as Crowley goes tumbling down after touching the first base bag, but he is up and okay. He'll make his way back to the dugout, but Spearman overcoming that initial slip as the bunt attempt by Crowley, able to regain his balance. Spearman gets the out. Spearman again, nicknamed Smalls by one of his youth coaches. That's from, of course, the movie The Sandlot. So "You're killing me, Smalls" was the line from the movie, and that was the line his coach gave. And I noticed earlier on in the game, pitch a strike to Henry Dubois in this game when he struck out Adam Lafond to start his outing of the day. Ground ball that is foul on the third base side. One of the fans had a sign that said "Strike out for Smalls." So that nickname has stuck. But he may be known as Smalls, but has a big arm, throwing already at 84 miles per hour at 60 feet. So that looks like about 90 miles per hour at 54 feet away with the pitcher's mound here at the Pony League World Series. Roller on the 0-2. handled easily by Wysong. He'll throw to first to set aside Henry Dubois. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Johnstown, PA, leading Manchester, New Hampshire. And with, well, when you're throwing 84 miles per hour at 14 years old, you're going to get some attention. So already Aaron Spearman receiving some Division I looks from colleges. Adam Lafond takes low for a ball. Adam Lafond came up as a pitcher. It has converted to center field in recent years. Pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the third. Lafond 0 for 1, struck out swinging in his first at bat in the first inning. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And Lafond was among a group along with 5 of his teammates that on this current roster at Manchester were a part of the Little League Little League team from Goffstown, New Hampshire that just fell short of reaching the Little League World Series in Williamsport. Swing and a miss, 2-1. And Lafond had started a couple of games during the New England Regional, and pitched in the final game that they participated in as they were ousted by Rhode Island 6-4. And that was that's a game is up high and away now. Ball 3-2 on Adam Lafond. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-0 Johnstown in the bottom of the third inning. And that's a game that stuck with that group of Lafond and others. We'll give you the names of those other guys. 3-2, called strike 3, and that'll retire Lafond and set aside Manchester 1-2-3 in this bottom of the third. So Aaron Spearman continues to work and set aside Manchester, New Hampshire quite easily. Your score after 3, Johnstown 4, Manchester 0.
Pathways of Southwest Pennsylvania, we believe that every life has potential, and we're dedicated to fulfilling it. Our programs give every child the opportunity to overcome obstacles, achieve milestones, and reach their fullest early learning potential. Pathways is currently hiring daycare assistants and preschool teachers in Washington and Waynesburg. We offer competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and employer-paid health care. Apply today online at yourpathways.org. Equal opportunity employer.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Appalachia Energy Partners and by Defy Security.
Also, please help us keep Blue Hayes Pony Field looking beautiful. Deposit any trash.
Johnstown, PA 4, Manchester, New Hampshire 0. As in the top of the fourth, Logan Whitney will get back to work for Manchester. We were talking about the Little League team from Goffstown, New Hampshire that had just fallen short of Williamsport for the Little League World Series. Nate Kaya, Maddox Turk, Ryan Dutton, Noah Durham, Dylan Gaudet, and Adam Lafond were 6 of those players that were a part of that team that are members of this Manchester group here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Ball 1 to Adam Ratkowski, who leads off in the top of the fourth. Ratkowski takes low for a ball, now 2-0. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning, but was also erased on a fielder's choice ground ball later in the frame. 2-0. Outside, now 3-0, but referencing that previous game at the New England Region Final, that has served as a motivator for that group of 6 and trying to do some good things here with their opportunity in Washington. But ball 4 now to Ratkowski. It's a leadoff walk. Second time he has reached today. Ratkowski aboard in front of Chase Williamson. Williamson is 0 for 2. A ground out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, and now we've got a visit from Micah Durham, the
it's a really
manager.
Tough ump. I don't know why we always get him. Listen to me. Is your head still in the game?
I'm fine, yeah.
Okay, go get your first baseman's glove. You're going to play first. Ryan, you're going to second.
Logan,
Maddox,
right here.
I'm not taking you out because of that. I'm taking you out because I can get you back in. Don't worry about it.
Well, we are fortunate, thanks to our crew here at Pikewood Creative, that the managers at times are mic'd up. You're going to hear a little more.
He will. He will, Nate. Nate, he'll call it. Don't worry.
So that is Micah Durham, the manager of Manchester, New Hampshire. And as you could probably hear there, a pitching change is occurring. So Nate Kaya will come in to pitch. And Whitney will stay in the game, but he will head over to second base. So that'll be a change here in this top of the fourth inning with the leadoff man Adam Ratkowski reaching. So Micah Durham trying to make a change and keep this at a 4-0 deficit.
I think I heard the manager say to Whitney, get your first baseman's glove.
Oh, all right, you are correct. Yeah, it looks like Whitney headed over to first.
And moves Dutton to second base.
So Dutton to second, and then the previous second baseman, Maddox Turk, is now out of the ball game. Although you could hear as well that he told Turk, hey, don't worry about it, I can bring you back in. And of course you have re-entry here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. As the folks from Manchester watching on and trying to root on their group. And change the situation here defensively is, again, it's Kaya into pitch. Whitney goes to first, and Ryan Dutton now on to second base. So those are your defensive changes for Manchester, New Hampshire. And you can plug Kaya into the fifth spot in the batting order for Maddox Turk. Kaya's first pitch in relief. He delivers a fastball strike to Chase Williamson as he has to work to the top of the batting order for Johnstown, PA. We mentioned Williamson 0 for 2, left-handed hitter. Bats with a runner at first, nobody out. Offering narrowly misses outside for a ball.
By the way, Whitney threw 60 pitches. That means he cannot pitch for 3 more days. That means he could not pitch Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He would be available should this Manchester team make it to the championship game.
Kaya, breaking ball, falls into the zone for a strike. And he's out in front, 1-2. Next pitch outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Williamson. One thing that Johnstown has done very well in this game is they have gone with the pitch, driving it opposite way. We saw that a lot in the first inning with 3 doubles by Spearman, Kormanski, and Alexa. 2-2 out of the zone, full count now. Whitney holding the runner on at first as the payoff pitch comes in, and this one hit opposite way on a hop, backhanded by the third baseman Gaudette. A couple of crow hops, then throws on to first to get the out of Chase Williamson. That ground out will advance Ratkowski to second, 1 away. Gaudette reaching out to toward the line to his right to get that ball in the glove. Able to set his feet and throw a rocket onto first. Chase Williamson is the inning's first out. Aaron Spearman pops one up down the left field line, and a lunging effort but unable to make the grab is Gaudette. He had to go way down the left field line. And that's just a strike on Spearman. So busy inning for Dylan Gaudette thus far. Runner at second base. 4-0 Johnstown, 1 out, top of the 4th. Hard ground ball to Gaudette. Plays the 2-hopper and it looks the runner back to second, but throws it away at first base on a hop. It bounces by Whitney. Held at third is Ratkowski. Runners at second and third on the throwing error by Gaudette. That was a hard ground ball to the hot quarter, and Gaudette handled the first part of that play perfectly, but then the throw to first was not so much. And with the errant toss, that allowed Ratkowski. You could see him on the play head back to second once the ball got into the glove of Gaudette, and then turn toward third once the throw got away. Now a chance with 2 in scoring position for Ben Kormanski, who takes strike 1. Kormanski doubled in a run and scored in the first, reached on an error in the third. Strike 2. Ratkowski at third, Spearman at second. 4-0 Johnstown at the top of the 4th. Looking to bust it open. Foul ball off the body of the left-handed hitting Kormanski. Now, since the big first inning, Manchester has fared well to quiet things down for Johnstown, but an uprising once again. Deep breath from Kaya, and the pitch outside. 1-2. Well, Johnstown regulars here in the Pony League World Series. Last appearance was in 2016. A foul ball out of play down the third base side into the stands. Keeps it at 1-2 as Kormanski protects the plate. Souvenir for a young fan here at the Pony League World Series in Washington. Lou Hayes Pony Field. 1-2 pitch again. Breaking ball is high from the right-hander Kaya. A walk and an error has set the table for Kormanski with runners at second and third. 3 errors defensively in this game by Manchester. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just inside. You can hear the Manchester fans wanted that one. But it was inside. Called correctly by home plate umpire Dan Yost. Payoff pitch. High fly ball to left. Bosquet underneath it. He'll camp under it. Makes the grab. Tagging from third is Ratkowski. Throw on a hop. Not in time. Catcher Crowley throws back into third as the runner breaks there, that being Aaron Spearman, so he advances on the fly out. Ratkowski scores on the sacrifice fly by Kormanski, and it's now 5-0 Johnstown. Second RBI of the game for Kormanski is waiting on the catch. Ratkowski breaks for home and slides in safely ahead of the throw. Hard ground ball by Aaron Bowers, fielded by Dutton at second. Throw to Whitney at first, ends the inning, but Johnstown tacks on 2 more. 2 runs, or excuse me, one run rather, on no hits, an error, a walk, and 1 left stranded. Your score after 3.5, it is Johnstown 5 and Manchester 0.
If you want to go from I don't got it to I got this, well, then get this. A deliciously bold, smooth espresso drink from Dunkin'. Like a caramel macchiato, mocha, or oat milk latte. Take a sip of You Got This with Dunkin' Espresso drinks. Order ahead plus earn rewards. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Hey, Charlie. Pass the Starkist tuna?
Try my chicken instead.
Starkist chicken?
Premium white chicken with the look and texture of my tuna. Just tear, add,
and go.
Try new Starkist Premium White Chicken.
Field this year presented by Coca-Cola and by Cohen Markets, the official sports drink and convenience stores of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
At the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Johnstown, Pennsylvania, holding a 5-0 lead over Manchester, New Hampshire. Johnstown has scored at least a run in every inning but one. A 3-run first, one in the third, one in the top of the fourth. And in the third and fourth innings, Johnstown scoring runs without the luxury of a base hit. 3 errors have played a part in that. And defensively for this bottom of the fourth inning, Colin Dinyar will come in to play right field for Adam Ratkowski.
Leading off the Manchester fourth.
And
number 42.
Glad to have you with us on 1450 AM WJPA in Washington. Also at plws.org, MLB TV, and a video produced by the fine folks at Pikewood Creative.
Roger Lenhart, the TV producer, and Scott Bartlett, the director. Executive producer Dan Lohman, and all under the control of Mike Parsons.
What's that, Paul? I went to my ear. It's nothing. You went to chest. It's nothing. Okay. I went to my ear. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Eavesdropping once again on Micah Durham, the manager for Manchester, New Hampshire, and that conversation was with Dylan Gaudet, who came up the third base line. Had a question about the signs, and you can hear that he said that sign meant nothing. Gaudet leading off this bottom of the fourth. Manchester trying to get something going, trying to find a hit. Is thus far only one base runner for Manchester. That was Noah Durham, who was hit by a pitch in the second. Durham due up third in this frame. His first pitch of ball, the 1-0, misses high as well to Gaudet. Gaudet 0 for 1. He grounded out to short in the first inning. Aaron Spearman has been terrific thus far on the bump. The highly touted right-hander with the leg kick of the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Now 2-1 on Dylan Gaudet. Two-1 offering. Fastball missing in this time. 3-1. Your umpiring crew: Dan Yost calling the balls and strikes. Ron Ross at first. Paul Hess at second. John Hauer, your third base umpire. 3-1. Fastball is a called strike this time, catching the inside edge. Gaudet taking a false step toward first, perhaps trying to prompt ball 4, but was credited as a strike. And now the payoff pitch. Foul ball off the body of Gaudet in the batter's box.
Happy to report that Ron Ross, who is umpiring third, it was home plate umpire last night, took 3 balls off his body yesterday, but is doing okay today. I'm happy to report.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Spearman with his 5th strikeout. And this one opens up the 4th. 1 away. Gaudet retired by way of the K.
By the way, Ron Ross is from Canonsburg. All his friends in Canonsburg, make sure you, when you see Ron next time, ask him about that Friday night experience. Memorable.
Well, here's the ball that plunks Ryan Dutton. Fortunately for Dutton, it was a breaking ball. Ron Ross, however, was not so fortunate, as he took a bit of a beating last night behind home plate. So Dutton is aboard. Second hit batsman by Spearman. There's a couple of pitches he's lost grip on, and he hasn't lost grip on many. Is a foul ball straight back by Noah Durham to the fencing behind home plate. 5-0 Johnstown in this bottom of the 4th at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Winner of this will face Brownsville, Texas on Sunday at 2:30. Pickoff throw to check the runner back in safely. Later on today, we've got 2 more games on this Saturday. Bay County, Michigan against Bayamon, Puerto Rico at 5:30. And 8 o'clock, the nightcap. Offering inside. The nightcap, Washington County against Youngstown, Ohio. So the host team against the host area runner-up. That's a rematch of the 1955 Pony League World Series. one that Washington came away victorious. 1-1 pitch. Offering is a strike to Noah Durham. Durham, the son of manager Micah Durham. Looking for the first hit here for Manchester. Runner at first, 1 out. 5-run deficit for Manchester against Johnstown. 1-2 pitch. Flied out of play on the right side of the ballpark.
You know, Randy, as you know, but let me point out to our listener that 55-year Youngstown had beaten Washington 4-2 earlier in the series, necessitating that Washington had to beat Youngstown twice to win the championship.
From the stretch, Spearman will turn and throw to first to check the runner.
So in the penultimate game of that tournament, Washington won 6-4 and then won the title game 4-0.
Which goes to prove that it can be done. If you do lose a game in the tournament, you can go the long way and come away as the champion. Pitch inside, 2-2 now on Durham. Runner at first with 1 out, bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Johnstown. Pitch up and in, fastball there from Spearman is backing his way out of the path of the pitch. Durham. Quick check of the rosin bag for Aaron Spearman. Spearman, the son of assistant coach Matt Spearman. Pickoff toss again. Matt Spearman, drafted by the Cleveland Indians in 1991, spent 6 weeks with the Carolina Mudcats before injuring his ulnar nerve, thus ending his playing career. (3-2), another foul ball. This will sail out of play down the right field side. Chased after by Colin Dinyar. And Colin Dinyar in right. His dad, Eric, also spent some time professionally. He was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in 1994. Payoff pitch is ball 4. 2 on. A hit batsman and now a walk. This one to Noah Durham as 2 aboard for Manchester, New Hampshire. Nate Kaya, who entered the game a half inning ago to pitch, he will get his first plate appearance of the afternoon. Right-handed hurler, right-handed hitter as well. 2 on, 1 out. Chance for Manchester to make some noise and creep back into this game. Pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Eric Dinyar, the assistant coach for Johnstown, one of the other assistants, he celebrated his 48th birthday yesterday on August 13th, swing and a miss. And spent 4 years in the Tigers organization. And is in the Pitt Johnstown Athletic Hall of Fame is Eric Dinyar. And his son Colin out in right field. Entering the game just a short time ago. 1-1 pitch, fastball high from Spearman.
Boy, a bunt wouldn't be a bad idea right here. The third baseman playing back.
Runners at first and second, 2-1. Downstairs, and Spearman, who has been outstanding much of the day, 5 strikeouts, the 5th coming on the first batter of this bottom of the 4th, but things getting away from him suddenly. A hit batsman, a walk, and now behind 3-1 on Kaya. Logan Whitney waits on deck. And a pickoff throw into second, close play, but the throw a little bit behind the diving runner Dutton. That tag attempt from Connor Jones came right down on the back.
Boy, Randy, that's these Manchester base runners, they've got to be careful. They're down 5 runs.
3-1, and a pitch that was riding up and in on Kaya, and on that swing tried to check off. He rolls it foul on the first base side.
I could even make the point that Johnstown ought to be less concerned about that runner at second base. That's of little consequence to Johnstown with this 5-0 lead.
5-run advantage in the bottom of the 4th. Dutton at second, Durham at first. 1 away, Kaya at the plate. First at bat for Kaya. Awaits the 3-2. Fastball is ball 4. Bases are loaded for Manchester in the bottom of the 4th.
When you've got a 5-0 lead and you walk or hit batters, it's very similar to committing a foul in basketball and allowing the other team to score with the clock stopped. Last thing you want to do. Changes.
So checking the pitch counts. And the pitch count is at 62 on Aaron Spearman. As the next batter due up is Logan Whitney. And Aaron Spearman has struck out 5 batters so far today. Opened up with a K of Adam Lafond and has been untouched thus far, but in this bottom of the 4th, bases are loaded. And has been tested in the field as well. Spearman up to the challenge, making a tough play in the 3rd, but maintaining his balance enough. It slipped a bit, but the 5 strikeouts for Spearman, impressive. But again, the bases are loaded. A hit batsman and back-to-back walks is an uprising for Manchester, trying to cash in on this opportunity. Logan Whitney, he was one of the strikeout victims for Spearman in the 2nd inning. But bats with a golden opportunity for Manchester, New Hampshire to get back into this game. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Johnstown, Pennsylvania, leading 5-0, 1-0 pitch. Fastball, a strike on the outer part of the plate. One. Fastball inside, backing Whitney off the plate. A big situation in this ball game, especially from the Manchester perspective. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-1 coming to Whitney. And that pitch squirts through Lucas Alexa, but only just a few feet behind him. He was able to recover, certainly not far enough away where Ryan Dutton could even think about coming home. Just didn't squeeze it on the pitch, which was called a ball. So no place to put Logan Whitney, a 3-1 count. Bases filled for Manchester. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut there by Whitney, comes up empty. That time Spearman is going back to his fastball. And the 3-2, he does it again. Strikeout of Logan Whitney. After falling behind 3-1, he goes back to the heater twice. 6 strikeouts for Spearman, 2 outs in the 4th. That time power versus power, and Spearman wins the battle, and out comes manager Brian Alexa. And that'll be it for Spearman, as again the pitch count very carefully observed. So Spearman's day is at least done on the mound. So we got Chase Williamson going from center to first. Connor Jones goes from short to center field. Pitcher Spearman from the mound to shortstop. And into pitch, Aaron Bowers, so he'll go from first to the bump. So those are your changes for Johnstown.
These changes for Johnstown.
As now 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Aaron Spearman now playing.
Spearman buckles down, gets the big strikeout of Whitney, and he'll turn it over to his teammate Aaron Bowers.
And now pitching number 36, Aaron Bowers.
So once more, Bowers from first to the mound, Chase Williamson from center to first, Connor Jones from short to center, and Spearman from the mound to shortstop. As Johnstown trying to maintain its current 5-run advantage. Manchester getting 3 runners on, a hit batsman, 2 walks. Still no hits thus far for Manchester. Manchester, New Hampshire, representing the Granite State for the first time. It's the first time any team from New Hampshire has been represented here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, as Manchester rolled to the East Zone Tournament Championship, outscoring opponents 39-5, defeated Hagerstown, Maryland in the semifinals 4-3, and then again in the championship 9-1. Foul ball out of play off the bat of Jaden Bosquet. He struck out swinging in the second inning. Bosquet, though, still has an opportunity to cash in here for Manchester. 2 outs, the lefty, Bowers delivers. That's fouled out of play again, and quickly Bowers in front, 0-2. And a lot of travel time via the bus for Manchester. About 10 to 12 hours here to Washington, 14 hours to North Carolina for that zone tournament. 0-2 breaking ball stays high for a ball. And the 1-2 pitch from Bowers. Breaking ball just out of the zone. Long look there from Bosquet, hoping it would be a ball, and it was. Bends off the outside corner, around the outside corner. 2-2 delivery from Bowers. Hard ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield for a base hit. 1 run in to score. That is Dutton, held at third. Durham. Bases will remain loaded, but a run in. RBI single for Jaden Bosquet scores Dutton, and Manchester trails 5-1. So the first hit of the afternoon for Manchester could not come at a better time with the bases loaded. And it'll keep things rolling for Manchester, hoping to creep closer as Carter Crowley, left-handed hitter, stands in next, takes low and outside from Bowers, ball 1. That run is charged to Spearman. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. On the 1-1, fouled over the seats on the third base side here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. Crowley 0 for 1. He bounced back to the pitcher Spearman in the third inning. That was the play where Spearman slipped a bit, but able to maintain his calm. 1-2 swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Catcher Lucas Alexa, he'll just step on home plate for the force out of Noah Durham with the bases loaded. And that'll end the inning. But Manchester 1 run on 1 hit, a hit batsman, 2 walks, and the bases left loaded. Your score after 4, it's Johnstown 5, Manchester 1.
The batters stood in wonder there on that fateful day, gazing at the legend-making tools that were displayed. Practice swings, they're taking more than their fair share. Human skin bound to alloy, slicing through the air. They've had their ups and downs, their Ks and their home runs. Scars across the barrel tell tales of jobs well done. Now as he steps to the plate, there's a fire in his eyes. For with this mighty bat in hand,
you can kiss this ball goodbye.
Community Bank helped us in every way there was when we built this new restaurant. This past year has been really hard on the restaurant industry, and we would not be where we are without the support of Community Bank. Community Bank, moving my business forward by building a stronger community.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone from Cricket. Every day. Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom, you have a cool mom.
Everything you want, including the price.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and by the Observer Publishing Company.
All right. In Game 1 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, Brownsville, Texas, in 10 innings, defeating San Jose, California, 1-0 last night. As Brownsville, Texas, winning in walk-off fashion, a squeeze bunt by Jai Arenas to score the game winner. So Brownsville, Texas awaits the winner of this contest on Sunday at 2:30. This is a double elimination tournament, so whoever loses this one will still survive to play another day, and they'll face San Jose on Sunday at noon in an elimination game. Ball one on the first pitch of the top of the fifth to Lucas Alexa, and a strike dropped in by Nate Kaya to even up the count. Alexa has reached twice, a 2-run double in the first inning and a walk in the third. Next pitch is strike. And Lanny, I know you wanted to talk about that final out in the bottom of the fourth.
I do.
A foul ball out of play.
You know, it is rather important for all baseball players, but significant for these young players to learn the rules. Because my 33 years of Pirate broadcaster, I came across some major league players that didn't know the rules.
Ground ball foul, third base side.
And so here's a case, may not appear to be a big deal, but I think it is significant to point out. Here's the catcher. He didn't cleanly handle the third strike, so how does he get the third out? He didn't have to, because the bases were loaded, he did not have to throw to first base. He just stepped on home plate. And if he didn't know that rule, he ran the risk of throwing to first. There's strike three, by the way. He ran the risk of throwing the ball into right field and costing his team a couple of runs.
Good curveball by Nate Kaya, catching the inside quarter. So Kaya working in relief. That's his first strikeout. Deals to Connor Jones. And that is ball one. So, yeah, very important. Anytime you can avoid having to throw the ball, just take the short way to get the out. So the strikeout completed by Alexa unassisted at the plate because the bases were loaded at the time. So he had that available to him. Now 2-0 on Connor Jones. He's 0 for 2, but he hits a liner into center field for a base hit. Played by Adam Lafond, the center fielder, on a hop. So Jones is aboard. Justin Wysong, who singled in the third inning, due up next, is a hit by Jones into center, gets things going for Johnstown. Jones leads off of first, is a breaking ball fouled to the backstop for strike one. Five runs on 5 hits, no errors for Johnstown. 1 run on 1 hit and 3 errors for Manchester, New Hampshire. Pickoff throw, that's going to trickle away from Whitney at first base, but not far enough away for Jones to advance. And that throw bouncing off the glove. That throw coming in very close to the runner. Now we've got a back pick throw by a catcher, Crowley, over to first, but once again the runner returns safely. Count of 1-1 on Justin Wysong. Kaya in relief. 1-1 pitch, fly ball to center. Lafond in a few steps, camps under it, makes the grab, 2 outs.
Left fielder Anthony Grifo.
Anthony Grippo, 0 for 2. Johnstown in the driver's seat, up 5-1, looking for their first win at the Pony League World Series since 2015. Breaking ball strike to Grippo. That year, the lone win for Johnstown was against Houston, Texas, 6-5. It went 1-2 that year, but that's the last victory for Johnstown at the Pony League World Series. Great to have you with us today here on 1450 AM WJPA in Washington. Coverage also available at MLB TV and PLWS.org. 2-0 pitch is high. Again, a back pick throw to first, not in time on the effort by Crowley. Over to Whitney, so once more safely in there is Connor Jones. Jones at first, 2 outs, top of the 5th. 4-run lead Johnstown. Right-handed hitting Grippo at the plate. On the pitch from Kaya, that's outside, ball 4. 2 aboard for Johnstown. That'll push Connor Jones to second. And Colin Dinyar will get his first plate appearance of the afternoon. He checked in an inning ago defensively, half inning ago. Now he'll His first opportunity with the bat at hand. Right-handed hitter Dinyar.
Number 19, Colin Dinyar, first at bat in this game.
High fly ball to right on the first pitch he sees. Durham drifting back toward the warning track. Now in a few steps off the track. Will make the grab. Lost his cap, but hangs onto the baseball for the inning's final out. A base hit, a walk, 2 left aboard. No runs across for Johnstown after 4 1/2. It's Johnstown 5, Manchester, New Hampshire
1. There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night. Where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Duncan, by Westbanco, by Allegheny Health Network, and by Slovenian Savings and Loan.
Johnstown, Pennsylvania holding a 5-1 lead over Manchester, New Hampshire, as the team that falls to defeat in this game will face San Jose, California on Sunday at noon. Winner of this will take on Brownsville, Texas at 2:30 on Sunday.
Follow the action live on
San Jose and their coaching staff watching on.
Online, WJPA.com. Calling today's game, landing for Terry.
Aaron Bowers will continue in relief for Johnstown in this bottom of the 5th. We do have one change defensively for Johnstown, as Jack Wessner will now occupy the 8th spot of the batting order, and he will play left field as a substitute for Anthony Grippo. So Grippo out, Wessner in the 8th spot in the batting order, and he'll play left field. Henry Dubois, 0 for 1. He takes a ball. Dubois leading off the bottom of the 5th. He grounded out to second his first time. It's a fly ball and foul ball out of play down the right side of the ballpark here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, 69th edition, 58th in Washington. 1-1, foul ball out of play. As we noted, Johnstown trying to come up with a Pony League World Series win for the first time since 2015. For Manchester, the folks from the Granite State appearing here for the first time ever. Count now 2-2. Offering was up and away. Adam Lafond waiting on deck. Pitch outside for a ball, full count. Dubois trying to get something started for Manchester. The folks from New England getting a run in the 4th inning. Try and creep back, and here is a leadoff base runner. The 3-2 pitch missing up and away. Dubois starts off the bottom of the 5th with a walk. And Adam Lafond actually will have a pinch hitter for him, as Manchester will bring out Wilson Zola. So it is Zola who will bat for Adam Lafond.
Attention for Manchester. Now batting, number 20, Wilson Zola.
Lafond was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So Manchester and Micah Durham turning to Zola in this situation with a runner on. Pickoff throw. Diving ahead first safely in there is Dubois. (5-1) Johnstown, Pennsylvania, leading in the bottom of the 5th. And a fly ball off the bat of Zola to right. Noah Durham makes the grab, 1 out. That'll send up Dylan Gaudette. He's 0 for 2.
Baseman, number 42, Dylan Gaudette.
A ground out and a strikeout on his line thus far, Gaudette. First baseman Williamson holding the runner. That was that was Dinyar who made the catch in right field a short time ago. My apologies. To retire Wilson Zola. First baseman Williamson holding the runner there. Ball 1 to Gaudette, and another pickoff throw. Almost a false step there by Dubois. He was slow to get back to the bag, but in there in enough time to return safely. You have a lefty on the mound in the form of Aaron Bowers. Bowers the look at first, deals to the plate, fastball upstairs. 2-0. Partly cloudy afternoon in Washington, but certainly a bit better than what we had last night. A couple of lightning delays, clear skies for the most part overhead, partly cloudy. 2-0 pitch is a fastball grooved in for a strike. As manager Brian Alexa and assistant coach Matt Spearman watching on. A beautiful day here in Washington. 2-1 popped out of play. Runs the count to 2-2 on Gaudette. Aaron Bowers working in relief of Aaron Spearman, who started this game. Spearman, after a strikeout in the 4th, his 6th of the day. Checked out, fly ball hit high to right center field. Drifting to his left, Connor Jones will make the catch in the gap for the inning second out. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 12,
Ryan Dutton will stride to the plate next. 0 for 1 hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 4th. That's the lone run for Manchester in this contest. And that run was charged to Aaron Spearman. So Spearman going 3 2/3 with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hit batsmen. And he left in favor of Bowers in that 4th. Bowers brings ball 1 to Dutton here. Dutton, a right-handed hitter. Again, a runner at first, 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Johnstown, PA leading. Fly ball headed toward shallow right center field. Diving effort by Jones. He can't get there, and it is a base hit. Headed to 3rd and held up at 3rd as Dubois' throw home is well high, and that allows Dutton rather, to go from 1st to 2nd. So it was a bloop base hit for Dutton that bounced by the diving Jones, and then the throw to the infield went home and well high, giving Dutton the opportunity to take 2nd. Runners at 2nd and 3rd for Manchester. As Dubois gets the hold sign from Micah Durham, and again alert base running by Dutton to advance to 2nd. So 2 in scoring position for Noah Durham, who has reached twice in this game. Offering misses the plate, ball 1. Durham hit by a pitch of the 2nd, walk in the 4th. A chance to come through for a big base hit. Durham 1-0, skied down the right field line, but will sail out of play. Johnstown 3 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Manchester 1 in the 4th. Trying to creep closer here, back in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch and a liner into left center field for a base hit. Dubois scores easily. Dutton headed home. He will cross the pay station as well. And Manchester has cut the deficit to 5-3. A 2-run single for Noah Durham.
Pitcher, number 0, Nate Kaya.
Yeah, that base hit by Durham, that second run of the inning scoring, when that throw by the center fielder to home plate that allowed Dutton to take the extra 90 feet, put himself in scoring position.
Offering to Nate Kaya is ball one, so an important extra 80 feet obtained by Ryan Dutton. And you think about that. Instead of 5-2, 5-3 the score, and Manchester not done yet. 1-0 fouled back to the fencing, the netting behind home plate here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. So a 5-0 advantage to start for Johnstown, but 1 in the fourth and 2 in this fifth. And all 3 of the runs scored by Manchester in this game have come on 2-out base hits. Swing and a miss here. Runs the count to 1 and 2 on Nate Kaya. Kaya walked for his lone plate appearance in the fourth inning. A big clutch base hit by Noah Durham, leads from first. 1-2 from Bowers, swing and a miss by Nate Kaya ends the inning. But Manchester creeping closer. 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk, and 1 left on. After 5, it's Johnstown, PA 5, and Manchester, New Hampshire 3.
Tumors can hide, even mid-treatment. For AHN doctors, that's not a problem. With the Unity MRI Linac, we have a crystal clear look at the shape, size, and position of a tumor in real time, while pinpointing cancer-fighting radiation. There are only 8 health systems in the country using it. And the first one in Pennsylvania is AHN.
America runs on Dunkin', and Dunkin' runs on career opportunities and community. Dunkin' runs on you. Come run with us. Visit DunkinDonuts.com/careers for opportunities at participating franchise locations or apply in store.
Building a stronger community starts with helping you and your family achieve your financial goals, whatever they are. Community Bank is here to help with your loan needs and offers a full line of banking products and services. Community Bank, moving you forward by building a stronger community.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Community Bank, by Marthinson and Silvetti Insurance Group, and by Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania.
Johnstown, PA on top of Manchester, New Hampshire 5-3 in this game 2 of the Pony League World Series. In game 1 last night, an exciting finish in 10 innings, a walk-off squeeze bunt for Brownsville, Texas, claiming a 1-0 victory over San Jose, California. That bunt laid down by Jai Arenas, and the celebration ensued from there. So what a way to start things off here in the 69th edition of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Now to take us the rest of the way as we start the top of the 6th, here's Lanny Fratteri.
Hi, Randy. Thank you very much. First pitch of the inning, a ball. Chase Williamson leading off the 6th inning. Kaya's next pitch, fastball. Center cut, and the count is 1-1. 5-3, Johnstown on top. 6th inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. Fly ball, left field down the line, and it's going to drop at the base of the wall. Williamson into second base with a leadoff double. Well, Williamson 1 for 4 today as the left-hander goes the opposite way. And that is the 4th extra base hit of the game for Johnstown. 4th double, with 3 doubles coming in the Johnstown 3-run first inning.
Number 17, Aaron Spearman.
Aaron Spearman, the batter. Spearman. 1 for 3. Pitch outside, runner going, throw to third base. Out at third, tag made by Gaudette. 1 away. Yeah, there's that old rule in baseball. You don't make the first or third out at third base. One away. And the 1-ball pitch. Time called here is Kaya was waiting for first baseman Whitney to make sure his glove was okay. Next pitch, a ball 2-0. Next pitch, a ball running back to the screen, 3-0. And down the right field line for Manchester, Maddox Turk is warming up. Like MacArthur, he was told he would return, and it looks like he might. Next pitch, ball 4. So Spearman walks. 1 on, 1 out, 6th inning. Johnstown leads 5-3. Ben Kormanski, the batter. Kormanski from Saxton, Pennsylvania. Throw to first base. Close play. Spearman diving back safer to the line.
Just a bookkeeping note very quickly. Adam Lafond, who was pinch hit for a half inning ago, he does return to the game to play center field for Manchester.
Next pitch, a called strike. Kormanski is going to be a 9th grader in Tussey Mountain High School in the fall. Line drive, base hit over the head of the shortstop into left center field. Lafond will fire it back in. And runners at first and second. And that would have led to a run had it not been for the fact that Williamson, who led off with a double, tried to swipe third and was thrown out. 1 out, runners at first and second. Aaron Bowers, the batter. Bowers 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored 2 runs. 5-3, Johnstown leads. Swing and a foul tip and a pitch down and in to this left-handed batter, Bowers. Next pitch. Hit down the left field line and out of play. Swing and a miss. Bowers out number 2. With Spearman the runner at second, Kormanski at first, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning, 5-3. Johnstown leads, and now Lucas Olexa. Olexa, an RBI, rather a 2-run double in the first. Walked in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th inning. Throw to second base, back safely as Spearman. And Lucas's dad, Brian, the manager, 3rd base coach. Pitch outside corner, a strike. Brian Olexa played 4 years of football at the University of Pittsburgh for Walt Harris. 1 strike pitch and a hit batsman. That ball hit the back of Olexa about just above the numbers 3 and 1. And so the bases are loaded. Spearman to 3rd, Kormanski to 2nd. Olexa at first. And that'll bring up, with the bases loaded, Connor Jones. And we're going to have a pinch runner. 5-3, Johnstown leads. Top of the 6th inning.
Gage Rudick will be the pinch runner for Lucas Olexa.
So number 1-3 replaces number 3-1. And with that, Micah Durham, the manager of Manchester, going to the hill. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
You kept us in it, man. You're right at 50. I'm going to pull you so we can use you.
All right.
All right? We're going to win this game.
Yeah.
All right? So Max is coming in for you. Great job. Now, and we're going to get 3 runs, I guarantee you. Let's go.
Micah Durham saying we're going to win this game.
For Manchester, re-entering the game and now pitching, number 11, Maddox.
And when Randy was on the call earlier, and we had the opportunity to eavesdrop on the manager of Manchester. Randy pointed out that the manager told Turk, "You're coming back," and here he is.
And he said, "Don't worry, you'll be back." And indeed,
you'll be back.
Indeed, he, just like Arnold, he is here in this 6th inning. And you know, Coach Durham, manager Durham, said to Nate Kaya as he exited, he said, "Great job." And indeed, it was a great job by Nate Kaya because he held down the fort. It was 5-0 when he came in, and well, it's 5-3 now. So he has done his job as Manchester has crept back into the game, and now Turk will try to continue that and keep it a 2-run ball game and hope for more. You could hear Micah Durham say that don't worry, you know, get this out. We're going to get 3, meaning we're going to get 3 more runs to win this game, as the score currently sits 5-3 Johnstown.
Bases loaded. The inning started with Chase Williamson doubling, but then Williamson was caught at third trying to steal. Spearman walked. He's now at third. Kormanski singled. He's at second. And Alexa, hit by a pitch, gives way to the pinch runner, Rudick. And the bases are loaded for Connor Jones. Jones 1 for 3 in the game. Fastball high, ball 1. Johnstown 5, Manchester 3. Strike called inside corner, 1-1. Full windup for the right-hander Turk. Ground ball through the left side, base hit. Scoring from third, Spearman, 6-3 Johnstown. Throwing from second, Kormanski, 7-3 Johnstown. Rudick, the pinch runner, stops at second. Connor Jones, his second hit of the game, drives in 2 more. A 4-run advantage for Johnstown in the top of the 6th inning.
Well, 2 out base hits is how Manchester got back into this game, but a big 2-out base knock here by Connor Jones has extended the lead for Johnstown.
And it brings up Justin Wysong, who is the 7th batter of the inning. Wysong 1 for 3. Ground ball outside third. You know, looking at the scorecard for Johnstown, each and every player from the starting lineup has made some form of offensive contribution. Count 1 ball, 1 strike on Wysong. And Turk's pitch, foul ball off the third base side. In the game for Johnstown, Kormanski 2 RBIs, Alexa has 2, Jones has 2. Run number 4 for Johnstown scored on an error. And another hit batsman. Wysong hit by the pitch. Rudick to third, Jones to second. Bases loaded.
Left fielder, number 22, Jack Westner.
7-3, Johnstown leads. And now the switch hitter Westner, but time is called, and let's eavesdrop again on Durham, the manager.
It's all right, buddy. It's all right, man. Hey, I still need you. Come here, I still need you.
He was talking to Turk.
Go play outfield, Kay. You're fine, you're good.
Telling Turk.
We need 1 out.
Okay? I need my other glove.
All right, we need 1 out.
I can't reach.
Just go get it then.
Coach Micah has handed the ball to his son.
Get 1 out for me, man. Let's go.
elbow. That's all. I'll take it off. That's fine. You can do that too.
And the home plate umpire, Dan Yost, telling Noah Durham to take off the white sleeve that he had under his uniform. So Turk to right and Durham to become the 4th Mansfield pitcher of the game. Just 2 batters faced for Turk. He gives up a 2-run single and hits a batter.
Now pitching, number 21, Noah Durham.
And the 2 runs that scored are charged to Nate Kaya. His book is not closed yet. He is still responsible for Gabe Rudick, who currently stands at 3rd base.
And while we have this moment, hope you're enjoying our coverage of the Pony League World Series. Pennsylvania and New Hampshire. I get frivolous every now and then. They have a lot of things in common, including the fact that each one has had one president. One U.S. president has come from each of these 2 states. James Buchanan from Pennsylvania, Franklin Pierce from New Hampshire. And interestingly enough, Franklin Pierce was the 14th president of the United States. James Buchanan was the 15th president. Thank you for humoring me, Randy.
No problem.
2 on, or rather 3 on, bases loaded. And the 8th batter of the inning will be the switch hitter Westner.
I am always enlightened with your presidential history notes that you drop into these broadcasts.
Hey, and also I have a moment. I want to thank you. I want to thank you publicly. Randy Gore knows that I was on the call for the Bobby Knight chair game. When Bobby Knight threw the chair in the game against Purdue, I was one of the announcers for the game with Bill Hoskett. And Randy Gore just bought me a brand new coffee mug that commemorates that game. I don't know where you found it, but thank you for doing that for me.
It's my pleasure. And well, I came across it and I thought it was appropriate, so it's my pleasure.
Pitch to Westner down low, ball 1. And the mug, by the way, shows a diagram of where Bobby Knight, from where he threw the chair and where it ended up. Pitch is up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Westner batting, bases loaded, 2 runs in. Johnstown 7 and Manchester 3. And a called strike to make it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Durham's 2-1 pitch. Ground ball just outside 3rd. And boy, there's a good example of why a base runner should come down the line in foul territory, because if you're hit by a foul ball, it's a foul ball. If you come down that line in fair territory and you're hit by the batted ball, that's it, out. Westner now facing a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch is low. So that'll start the merry-go-round with 2 outs. Rudick to run from 3rd, Jones from 2nd, Wysong from 1st. 7-3 Johnstown, top of the 6th inning. Runners go, ball 4, 8-3 Johnstown. As Rudick saunters home from 3rd, Jones goes to 3rd, Wysong to 2nd, and Westner picks up an easy RBI. And we'll have now the 9th batter of the inning.
Number 19, Colin Dinyar.
Colin Dinyar with a swing and a miss, strike 1. Dinyar, who is from Davidsville, Pennsylvania. He'll be an 8th grader, Conemaugh Township School. Pitch a ball. Randy was talking earlier about Colin's dad being a pro player and came out of Greater Johnstown and then pitched at Pitt Johnstown. Ball fouled away. And Colin's dad, Eric, big, tall pitcher, had a 15 strikeout game once for the Mountain Cats. Bases loaded, 3 runs in, and the Johnstown, 6th inning. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball back. Keep in mind that not only has Johnstown scored 3 runs, but it had a runner thrown out at third for the first out of this inning after the opening double by Williamson. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Jones scores 9-3, and the other runners move up 80 feet. Lysong to third, Westner to second, and Dinyar picks up an RBI. 9-3 Johnstown. And a 10th batter coming up, ball bobbled in left field. Not that that turned out to be a major problem. After the run scored with Jones coming home, the other runners just going station to station. 10th batter of the inning, Chase Williamson, 1 for 4. Left-handed batter takes ball 1. Nate Kaya went 2 2/3 innings. He is charged with 3 runs. After the starter, Whitney was charged with 5-4 earned. Foul ball back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second game of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series for 2021. First game of 3 today. Pitch in the dirt, getting away from the catcher. Breaking for the plate. Lysong will score on the wild pitch to make it 10-3. Johnstown's lead. Westner to third, Dinyar to second.
And that'll close the book as well on pitcher Maddox Turk. He faced 2 batters, so both of the runners he permitted come around to score. So 2 runs on 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks. He did hit a batter. Out comes Micah Durham.
The manager. And the rotation of pitchers continues. Gaudette's coming on.
And this has been a big inning, obviously, with a 5-run frame for Johnstown. During the warm-ups, Gaudette falling down. Hopefully he is okay. Here's another look at that. Well, rolled that left ankle. But he's all right. Just checking his footing on that pitcher's mound. But, yeah, 5-run top of the 6th. And all of this run scoring began with 2 outs. So all 5 runs coming home with 2 outs. It was a 2-run single by Connor Jones that opened up the floodgates for Johnstown. And they have continued to pour on 5 runs thus far in the inning.
And it appears as if Turk is going to third. And that would put Durham back in right field. Well, one of the points we should make as well in recapping this game is that Johnstown has been the beneficiary of 8 free passes, 5 walks, and 3 hit batsmen. And let me point out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To this point, 6 of the 10 batters that have scored by way of a free pass have scored runs. 6 of the 10 that have reached base by way of a free pass have scored runs. Got a change here too. It is Alex St. Lahaire coming into the ball game. And also coming into the game to play third base is Isaiah Solis. So it's Solis at third. And St. Hilaire.
Number 42, Dylan Gaudette.
Gaudette pitching.
Entering the game in the 4th spot and playing right field.
So St. Hilaire is in right field. And he will take the place of Noah Durham in the batting order. That's the cleanup spot. And Maddox Turk leaves the game, this for the second time, so his day is done. And Turk replaced to the batting order in the 5th spot by Isaiah Solis, who, as Lanny said, is in the game playing defensively at third base.
And inheriting a count of 2-1 was Gaudet. Now it is 3-1 on Williamson. And the next pitch from Gaudet is a ball. And we'll bring up Aaron Spearman. Bases loaded. Spearman, 1 for 4. Started the offense for Johnstown back about noon with a double and scored the game's first run. 10-3 Johnstown leads. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Dubois with a throw to first base to Whitney. It's out number 3. 11 Johnstown batters in the 6th inning. 5 runs in the inning for Johnstown on 4 hits, 3 left on base. After 5.5 innings, Johnstown 10 and Manchester 3.
Hi, I'm Dylan Ratigan. The world is brimming with possibilities, and that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Appalachia Energy Partners and by Defy Security.
Changes for Johnstown. The new Johnstown pitcher is Justin Wysong. And Aaron Bowers, who was the second pitcher of the day, moves back to his original position, first base. And Williamson moves back to his original position, center field. And Jones
leading off the Manchester
is now playing second base.
First baseman, number 19, Logan Whitney.
10-3, Johnstown leads. Bottom of the 6th inning. And Logan Whitney to lead off. Whitney's 0 for 2.
Now pitching for Johnstown, number 6, Justin Wysong. Catcher Lucas Alexa re-enters the game.
Yeah,
Aaron Bowers
and Lucas Alexa returns. Remember, he was pinch run for a half inning ago, so Alexa returns to play catcher as well.
Chase Williamson playing center field.
Notice that Randy Gore said it properly, catcher. Here's the pitch up high as opposed to like ketchup. He said it right, catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike on Whitney. Next pitch from Wysong, swing and a miss on a pitch that was up as 1-2. So the outfield is Westner in left, Williamson in center, Dinyar in right. Next pitch high and inside. Kormanski at third, Spearman the shortstop, Jones at second, Bowers at first, Alexa catching. And the next pitch, a ball. Both of these teams, Manchester and Johnstown, are going to PNC Park later today. They're going to be the guests of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Next pitch, a ball. So Whitney walks. Leadoff walk, bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball down and away. Now Jaden Bosque, who had an RBI single in the 4th. 10-3, Johnstown leads, bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch low and outside, ball one. I had one of the parents from Manchester ask how long a trip it would be from Washington to PNC Park, and I said, well, it depends on the Parkway West. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. I pointed out to him that Pittsburghers have a tendency to slow down as they go through tunnels.
Especially when it's raining.
And it would never dare to rain on this Saturday and spoil a perfect day. Ball popped up third base line. And third baseman Kormanski makes the catch, 1 away. 1 down, bottom of the 6th. Johnstown leading 7-3. Aaron Bowers worked an inning and a third and gave up a couple of runs. Aaron Spearman, the starter, pitched 3 2/3 innings for Johnstown. Struck out 6, allowed 1 run. Outside ball 1, or a strike called rather, on Nick Dale, who is batting here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dale swings, fly ball into left center field, and left fielder Westner makes the catch, 2 outs.
That was number 23, Nick Dale. Now shortstop, number 1, Henry DuBois.
And now Henry DuBois coming up. He's 0 for 1 plus a walk and a run scored. This Manchester team, first ever time that a club from New Hampshire made it to the Pony League World Series. There's call strike. The 13 and 14-year-olds in the Manchester uniforms are from Manchester, Bedford, New Boston, Goffstown, Nottingham, Dunbarton, and Amherst. Next pitch is outside. And the count 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 10-3, Johnstown leads. 3-0 Johnstown in the first. 5-1 after 4. 5-3 after 5. And then a 5-run 5th inning for Johnstown to expand the lead to 7. Good breaking ball there, that 12-6 dropper. Next pitch, sent rocketing skyward, back of home plate, and just enough real estate for Olexa to make the catch. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left on base. After 6, Johnstown 10 and Manchester 3.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world. The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and by the Observer Publishing Company.
Ready for the 7th inning. Make note of a 5-run Johnstown 6th inning. Johnstown not running on empty, but able to put together 5 runs on 4 hits in the 6th inning. Two-run base hit by Connor Jones. Bases loaded walk. And then the base hit by Dinyar to drive in the 9th run. 10th run came home by a wild pitch. Here we go, top of the 7th. And Ben Kormanski takes ball 1. Kormanski is 2 for 3 and has 2 RBIs. Gaudette missing high and outside. One ball pitch, or 2 ball pitch, swing and a miss. And the count 2-1. 2 games later on today, 5:30. Bay County, Michigan against Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Bay County, Michigan, a regular visitor to Washington, Pennsylvania. Timeouts. Bay County does not need GPS. Knows the area well. 3 balls, 1 strike on Kormanski. And the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Second baseman Dutton up with it. On to first, 1 away. 8 teams are here this year. There are no club from Mexico. There's no Taiwanese team. The time I spent during the pandemic studying Babel, not benefiting me at all. Here's Bowers, who's 0 for 2. He's walked twice and scored twice. Top of the 7th, 10-3, Johnstown leads. Pitch is outside, ball 1. So it's Bay County at 5:30 against Puerto Rico. And then at 8 o'clock, Washington County against Youngstown. Mark Uriah, the voice of the Pony League World Series, will be joining me later on. Ball fouled away. Randy Gore. When are you back, Randy, tomorrow?
I am. I'll be back tomorrow for the 2:30 game and on through games 3 and 4 for tomorrow as well.
1 out of the 7th inning, nobody on. Outside 2-1. A lot of things about Randy Gore that I really enjoy and respect. First of all, he was smart enough to graduate from Waynesburg University. For a number of years, was the voice of the Washington Wild Things. 2-1 pitch. Ball fouled away, 2-2, and because he's a devoted baseball announcer, when he proposed to his future wife, he said, "I can only marry you if you know the infield fly rule."
And she knew it, so
that's it.
That was it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bowers the 2nd out of the 7th. You see, those of us who love baseball, there's no way we can be serious about a woman who doesn't know the infield fly rule.
Also, another rule was that we could not get married during the minor league baseball season. It had to be after the baseball season was over. So September 27th was the day.
I got married in October, first time. Ball fouled away, strike 1. Second time was December. 1 strike on. Oh, yeah, Bob Gregg and Abe Key, they think that's funny, 2 down, 7th inning, 10-3, Johnstown leads. Speaking of funny people, Bill Chapo is our producer today. Thanks, Bill, for your help.
One of the best, Bill Chapo. We always appreciate his efforts.
Time called home plate umpire Dan Yost needs a new supply of baseball. Dan Yost, by the way, he lives in Robinson Township. That is the Robinson Township in Allegheny County. And he is an advertising agent. Did you know there was a Robinson Township in Washington County?
I did not.
There's a swing and a miss. Oh, yes, there is. And as a matter of fact, the Washington County the Robinson Township in Washington and the Robinson Township in Allegheny are not that far geographically apart. 0-2. And fouled off. This is Olexa, who gave way to a pinch runner and then re-entered. Lucas started things off for Johnstown, a 2-run double in the first that made it a 2-0 ball game. 10-3, Johnstown leads. Last call for Manchester coming up at the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the top of the Manchester batting order. Next pitch hit in the air to right field and back a few steps and then in. St. Lahire makes the catch. And Johnstown goes down 1-2-3 for the first time in the game. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Johnstown 10, Manchester 3.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
Bottom of the 7th coming up. Last half of the 7th, and for Manchester down by 7. Landon Frangelo will be leading off, getting his first plate appearance. And going up against Wysong.
Your attention, please, for Manchester. Now batting number 15, Landon Frangelo. First at bat in this game.
Frangelo, right-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher, Justin Wysong. Swing and a miss, strike one. Frangelo from Bedford, going to be a 9th grader at Bedford High School in the fall. And the pitch is outside. With Dylan Gaudette on deck. 10-3, Johnstown in front. Pitch is high. Looks like Johnstown's going to play Brownsville on Sunday, tomorrow at 2:30. And Manchester would play San Jose, California at noon. Roller up the middle. Sliding backhanded stop by Jones and a throw to first base. Well done for the out, first out of the inning. Jones ranging to his right. Sliding stop. And from a kneeling position, one away. Now Gaudette. 10-3, Johnstown leads. And a called strike. You're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance, Gaudette's fly ball to center. And Williamson makes the catch, 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 12.
Once again, our thanks to Bill Chapo. Thanks also to the video crew. Roger Lenhart, the producer for Pikeworth Creative. Scott Bartlett, the director. Executive producer Dan Lohman, who has won 2 Emmys in his life. Called strike one. Dan Lohman won an Emmy for a documentary on Hot Rod Hundley several years ago. And then the Pony League telecast won an Emmy several years ago. 1 ball and 1 strike on Dutton. And a shot to left field, base hit. Dutton, 2-out single. His second hit of the game. And that is hit number 4, just number 4 for Manchester. Johnstown 10 runs on 9 hits.
Attention for Manchester now batting. Number 8, Alex St. Hilaire, the right
St. Hilaire, his first at bat. And takes the pitch outside ball 1. Alex St. Hilaire, also going to be a 9th grader at Bedford High School in the fall. 2 outs as Manchester's down to its final out. 1-ball pitch called strike.
50-50 ticket 571-295. Please report to the press box.
Right-hander Wysongs, 1-1 pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. Spearman, throw to first, and the ball game is over. No runs a hit, 1 man left on base. So the second game of the Pony League World Series, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods for 2021, won by the team from Pennsylvania. Johnstown 10, Manchester, New Hampshire 3. Johnstown scored 3 runs in the first to grab that early lead and then added on with a big 5-run 6th inning. Final score, Johnstown 10, New Hampshire 3.